Hello everyone, my name is Sarafi and I'm happy to meet you all. And today we're going to be playing Galaxy. Galaxy is a new deck in Rush that I finally got around to building because I started watching the Go Rush anime and I really enjoy it. So this is a deck focused entirely around normal monsters, which means it's going to be very fast to go through. There's no extra deck either. The skill is called Galactica Order. Requirements can be activated from turn 2 and onward if all the monsters with 1400 or more attack in your deck are light attribute Galaxy monsters. Send one level 7 Galaxy type normal monster from your hand to the graveyard, then add one Secret Order or one Meteor Charge from your deck to your hand, but you can only add Meteor Charge once per duel. That is insane. So, Secret Order is a limit 3 card from the new box. It's basically the only card other than Hacking Dragon that's like not from the actual early seasons. So I guess they put this card in specifically to make sure that Udius could see play. Okay, so Secret Order is a spell card that special summons a level 7 normal monster from your hand or graveyard to your field. This turn, that monster gains 700 attack points, and it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's trap cards. And this is not once per turn. You can do this as many times as you want, and it doesn't have an attack restriction like the Cyber Special Summon card does. So, this is very, very good, and since you're discarding a card to search it, you could still special summon that card from the graveyard. So there's basically no cost except that you have to run targets. And of course you're going to run targets because you want to play Secret Order. The other card is Meteor Charge. Choose one face-up Galaxy monster in your field. This turn, that monster inflicts piercing. If it is a normal monster, you can also change the battle position of one monster in your opponent's field. That's insane. So it's block attack that gives piercing, which can be very, very powerful. So, let's take a look at the deck and what we're going to do with it. Our only effect monster is Strange Traveler, which we are playing at 2. A level 4 light Galaxy monster with 1100 attack points and 200 defense points. If you have a Galaxy normal monster on your field, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard to make one face-up monster in your opponent's field lose 500 attack until the end of the turn. We definitely want to mill cards so that we can play our spell card, Galactic Force, and we want to nuke attack points because we want to win the game. So this is a great card. We are playing 3 copies of Galactica Oblivion, level 7, 2500 attack, 2500 defense. 3 copies of Transam Linak, Fight for the Light, Pure Finish, 1600 attack, 0 defense. 3 copies of Cosmo Titan, which is a level 7 with 2300 attack and 1800 defense. If you use Secret Order on Cosmo Titan, it has 3000 attack points, which is really, really good. Bright Sentinel, 3 copies, Galactica Warrior who guards Order. Level 4, 1500 attack, 100 defense. And then 2 copies of Vortex Shooter, which is a level 4 light monster with 1400 attack and 1000 defense. So all these normal monsters are in the deck so that we can make sure that we have targets for our Meteor Charge, and so that we can make sure that we have targets for Galactica Force. Universal Storm, we are playing at 3. This is a free card. You get it from leveling up Udius and beating him in duels. Requirement, you have a face-up Galaxy monster on your field. Destroy one spell or trap on your opponent's field. Pretty good. Tribute to the Doomed, just a solid staple card. Send one card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy one monster on the field. Meteor Charge at 1. We basically only play Meteor Charge because we want to be able to search it if we already have Secret Order. And it can be very useful to search. Galactica Force, shuffle 3 Galaxy monsters from your graveyard into your deck. Then all face-up Galaxy normal monsters on your field gain attack equal to the number of face-up normal monsters on the field times 300 until the end of the turn. So that's at least 900 for you, but usually it's going to be more because your opponent will sometimes have a normal monster. Especially a normal monster that's just like something they summoned in addition to their level 7. Galactica Force is basically our version of Talismanic Seal Array. One of the big problems, one of the big drawbacks with Talismanic Seal Array is, first of all, the cost is a lot higher, but secondly, it's that it only affects one monster on your opponent's field. So if your opponent is like really blowing you out, Talismanic Seal Array isn't enough to come back. Galactica Force, on the other hand, buffs your entire board. So that's why we're playing so many normal monsters, so that we can always get 3 procs of it. Because if you can buff 3 monsters by 900 attack points each, that's 2700 attack points. That's a lot of extra power. we only have 6,000 life points. And if one normal monster is on your opponent's field, that's 1,200 attack points each. That's 3,600 attack points. This is a great card. 2 is enough. You will always draw this. Widespread Ruin. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy one attack position monster with the highest attack on your opponent's field. This is necessary to get rid of Cyber End Dragon as well as Ancient Gear Golem. And lastly, we have Strange Wall, which is when your opponent's monster declares an attack while you have a Galaxy monster in your graveyard, the attacking monster loses 500 attack points until the end of the turn. That's pretty nice. This is very similar to Curtain of Sparks, except that it doesn't require you to actually shuffle a card back. So you can keep the Galaxy monster in your graveyard to use for the cost of your other cards. Great. Okay, so let's take a look at the replay. All right, so we're going second against another Galaxy deck. The opponent sets 3 and passes. We're going to activate our skill, pitch the Cosmo Titan to grab the Secret Order, use it. We have 3,000 attack points. Then we will play Meteor Charge. And when we play Meteor Charge, we're going to force one of his monsters into attack position so we can see what it is. Then we have Piercing on Cosmo Titan. We summon our Vortex Shooter to counter his Vortex Shooter, and then we also summon Strange Traveler and set Widespread Ruin. Alright, we activate our Strange Traveler's effect, we mill Universal Storm, and we hit into Vortex Shooter. Then we'll attack the face-down monster. It has 100 defense points. The opponent takes a whopping 2,900 points of damage. Excellent. They are on the back foot. Then we just clear the last monster, and it's our opponent's turn. The opponent is going to summon Star Trolio. That's a pretty strong card. When it's summoned, if you have no other monsters on your field, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck and send any Galaxy monsters that are excavated to the graveyard. He gets 2 Galaxy monsters, so that's 2 more monsters in his graveyard. He's going to summon Transam Kleina, and then also Bright Sentinel. Then he tributes 2 monsters for Galactica Oblivion before summoning Transam Linak. So now he has 3 normal monsters, and I have 2 normal monsters. That's not good. He's going to activate his skill, Oblivion Advance. Oblivion Advance allows him to set Galactica Force from his deck in his spell and trap zone the turn he normal summoned Galactica Oblivion. So, oof, okay. But we're about to see why that's not as good as our skill. The opponent's going to activate Galactica Force and buff his entire board. Then he activates Meteor Charge to force my Strange Traveler into defense position and give Galactica Oblivion Piercing. He attacks, and we activate Widespread Ruin. Now, if he had special summoned Galactica Oblivion with Secret Order, he would not need to worry about Widespread Ruin. He could, his monster would be immune to destruction from traps, but he didn't. So, it's gone. He hits us for a bit of damage, but now it's our turn. We're going to normal summon, then we mill again, set 2, beat over, attack directly. We didn't win, but that's okay, because it's our opponent's turn. He normal summons Strange Traveler as well. Hits us, and he's going to attack. We'll use Strange Wall to get a trade, and then he trades as well, so he has 1 monster left. Now we drew a level 7, so we're going to draw, we're going to pitch. We'll use Universal Storm first to get rid of the last back row. It is Buffered Slime. So the opponent still had 1 last trick to make sure that he lived this turn, but we have plenty of spell and trap removal, so we didn't have to worry about it. We tribute summon for Galactica Oblivion, then we activate Secret Order to revive another Galactica Oblivion. We activate Galactica Force. Both of our monsters gain 900 attack points, and that's game. Alright, so that's the power of the Galaxy deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Serafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.